Today's video from Sam4S Help, we're taking a look at the table management functionality on the ER-940 and ER-920 registers. So I'm looking at the 940 on this video, but the process is the same on the 920. So this video presumes that your register has been set up to allow for table tracking. So we've got the table tracking set up on this machine, and I'm just going to give a quick overview of how it works. So in the reg mode, you need to log on as one of the operators. There may be a couple of different ways of doing that depending on how your machine's set up, but on mine you just press the button. And then to open a check, so if someone's ordering something that you want to put on a tab, you enter a check number, so we'll start with number 1, and then you press the check number button over here, and that creates the check. You then add the products that they're ordering first time round, and then when you've finished entering the first round of orders, you press the service check button, and that stores the check away, so you can now carry on using the machine. If you want to get rid of this is brought forward, I think that stands for, so it's just saying what the total of the tab is. Now you've laid it away, you can press the clear button to get rid of it. You don't have to, you can just now start entering another transaction. So this sale is nothing to do with the tab. You can log on as different operators, enter sales, cash them off. When the customer comes back to add to the check, again you just recall the check by entering the number and then pressing check number. It brings the balance up, so you've got £35. Again, you can add items on. Again, same process. When you fulfilled that order and want to lay the tab away, service check, and now someone else could come along, another operator, and process a sale as normal. You can have multiple checks open at the same time. How many you've got open at any one time will depend on the memory allocation that's been performed on the your machine. So when we program 900s, no two are ever identical. There's always some variance because some people want more PLUs, more price levels, and other people want more tracking files. But the actual operation is the same. It's just the limit of the memory. So I'm logged in as Clark 4. I want to open a new check. A new check is the same process. You enter the number and then the check number button here, add the items on, service check to lay away, and you can basically repeat this procedure for as much memory as you've got. So free check number, another check, and then service the check to lay it away. There's a couple of things you can do now. So if, let's say for example, check number 1 comes back up and they now want to pay their bill, but they want to have a look at it first, this machine's set up to enable you to do that, but again that is configurable in the programming, so it varies from one programming to another. So you recall the check by pressing 1 and then check number. That brings the balance up. You've got a print check button here. You'll notice that it comes up with a BFW brought forward, so it's printed the bill but it's also laid it away. So if you entered an item now, it wouldn't add it to that tab, it would treat it as a separate transaction. So on this machine I've got it up set to do soft check tracking, which basically means you're able to print bills. There is, to get more memory, you can use the hard tracking file, but then it doesn't, it's a bit limited because it doesn't show you exactly what they've ordered. So yeah, that's basically their bill. If they then decide to pay that, you then reopen the tab, 1 check number, and then if they're paying by card, process the card, and that's how you recall it. There's a couple of things I want to try. So if we now open check number 2 again, add a few items, lay it away, service check. Let's say for example if we recalled that check, printed the bill, and they then decided that I want to check how you void an item from a tab. So let's say the last item on there, they say we didn't have those nuts, you put them on by mistake. So presumably you'd go to check number to recall the check, and then you would have to void the item. So you press void item and then the specific item, so nuts, and it will take them off the tab. So you then should be able to service the check. Check number 2, print it out. So that was our previous one before I voided it, so it's 32.35, and the New Balance shows 31.25, and you can see the item's been voided. So the table management on this is pretty smart for this level of cash register. If you want full table management with almost unlimited memory, then obviously you have to look at go down the touchscreen route. But this, in our opinion, this is the best table tracking that's available on a standard cash register. You've just got to be aware that there is a limited memory, so you cannot have 50 checks open, each with 100 lines on them, with the full detail printing. So what else can we show? You can run a report to check what tables are open as well, or what checks you've got left open. So if you're unsure, you're getting towards the end of the day and you're not sure what tables have been cashed off, if you turn the key to the X mode and type in 11 and then subtotal, it'll give you an open check report. So you can see here, there's only one check left open according to this, and it's giving you the whole information about when the checks were cashed off as well. So yeah, we've got check 2 and check 3, and it tells you the last operator to be involved with them. So if those two had gone, you could then speak to Clerk 4 and say what happened with these 2 checks. If you run this report, I don't know why you'd want to do this, but if you figured out that these people had actually paid, or there'd been some mistake and it was an erroneous check, you can scrub the checks off by running the same report in the Z mode. So if you turn the key to Z and then went 11 subtotal, it would not only show you the open checks, but it would also clear them off, so they weren't on the till anymore. Obviously, more likely you're going to go back to the reg mode and then get them paid off. So you could go back into check 3, print the bill, take it to the customer, and then get them to pay. So 3, check, and then the payment. So yeah, that's basically how the table management works on the ER-900 series. Hope that video has been helpful. We've got plenty more videos showing you how to get the best out of the Sam4S cash registers. Some of those will be appearing on screen now. You're welcome to watch those. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel or visit sam4shelp.co.uk. Thanks for watching.